Hello, my friends on YouTube. What's happening today? Turn this music down in the background. I'm going to get my copyright strikes going. Welcome to a new format from the mobile device. I didn't realize that I could actually do this, but there we go. That's the full spread. I'll get chat coming up here in a little bit. It is way earlier than my normal, so I've got all chats on. Is there other features that I can put on right now? I don't think so. I don't think I can zoom out with this lens either. Let me see if I can actually zoom out. No. So even if I flip the camera, which is going to be this view, which is cool, I'm just trying some stuff out. Switch again, it's still the same view, so I can't use the actual other lens. But everybody can see what's going on here, so that's awesome. All right, so I'm not using the binaural audio microphones today. It's just the standard mics, but now I've got this kind of like view. Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. So how about we do things in red today? Would that be cool? Could I make everything in red for Valentine's Day? That makes sense, right? A Valentine's Day live stream. Welcome, welcome. Try to keep all the chat on screen. So hello, and yeah, I'm just going to be hanging out today, talking about a couple things. Probably not that long, maybe a half hour or so. True Voice of Reason's on and says, "How is the ice cream?" It's really weird that my chat seems to disappear automatically, which is weird. I don't want it to disappear like that. Interesting. The live chat in vertical actually stays up, and in my view now it's disappearing. I did have ice cream in the morning. It was actually fantastic. I'm very glad that I decided to roll with that. It was a good decision. I did go out for a walk afterwards. I went to Walmart to grab some other supplies. Came home, made some breakfast. I had some bacon and baby dill pickles. I've been changing up the diet, trying to introduce some new stuff, and whatever I can do to actually improve the stability of my guts and balance and things. That's what I'm trying to do as best I can. I don't know what's going to stick, but I've got to try anything possible at this point in order to make everything work, right? So, better balance, more proteins, less carbs and sugars, more vegetables of a type that are actually easy on me. So, that's what I'm trying to do now. So, yeah, I've got about half an hour for a spot at the restaurant. It's time to surf and nice. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody that's doing that. Audio Acoustic Engineering. Scotty, what's up, my man? Happy Valentine's Day to you and the couple. See, I'm a single dude, so I got nothing else to do today other than be on YouTube and talk to myself. Yeah, so I'm just going to be here listening to some music. I wanted to roll through my metal list today. I've actually got a bunch of tunes that I wanted to listen to. I updated my playlist so that it includes a lot of bands that I've been listening to for quite a while. Something nostalgic, right? Like I want to replay and hear songs that I grew up with, much like I've been talking about recently, and bands that I talked about in my last live stream, some of the bands that were big influences on me when I was playing drums, and I'm still influenced by them today. There's still an incredible sense of musical, enjoyment. Much the same way we have favorite bands, but for me it's different being a musician. It's the bands that actually challenged me and inspired me to play my instrument a little bit more. That's what I'm interested in, and getting kind of, I don't know, getting back to that nostalgia feel and what it was like playing instruments. And I'm not playing much anymore, so I want to get back to that feel. And yeah, I realized that I could actually do vertical, which is actually kind of cool. Everybody can see more of the system now, which is awesome. And I'm still in the mirror, so I can change the view up. The microphones are more vertical. What I do have to do today is actually edit some of the comparison videos that I was doing, which is the Radiant Acoustics. Hold my beer. I just took the #1 crown. Oh, you guys are competing for top fans. What if I just turn off top fans? You guys will have nothing to do. Yeah, so Radiant Acoustics, the Clarity 6.2s, and the monitor audio. I was running the binaural audio microphones in the other room, so I'm going to have that to do. I have to edit and put that video together. Not a whole lot else going on in terms of audio. I want to just relax today, honestly, so I'm here just to be here for a little bit, just to say, hey, I'm still here. Not that I would go anywhere, but I do obviously want to check in with community. Also, it's a little bit earlier than normal. My timeline to be online right now is earlier. Instead of it being 6 p.m., which is my normal time, I'm on 2 hours earlier just to see if I can reach out to some new people today. Also, I think if I waited too long, people might be busy with Valentine's Day and already out to dinner. So this is a timeline that I chose to run with today, just earlier than dinner time for most people. And yeah, couple of different things that happened since the last stream. The video that we did, I cut it up into clips, so now there are a few clips that are going around on Instagram and then YouTube Shorts. I edited some of the videos down using StreamYard software, which I think is pretty cool. I didn't realize you could do that, and it put the captions on screen, and it's things that I really need to start doing with some of my videos, is start making clips of videos from the full length sessions that I record. I think that will offer me a higher yield, because I've recorded once and then my job is to go in and like splice little clips of like key features, key talking points, things like that. And then I've also been thinking about starting a number of other channels, like secondary channels, that deal with just short video and then like critical points about either audio or mental health or certain things that are going on personally. So like one for personal stuff, one for, like personal being like perspective or opinions or political or whatever. And then another one that deals with like a reflection of, say, like not really self-help, because I'm not a therapist per se, but just perspectives on, say, like situations and offering opinions. And I've seen a number of videos where people are reading out quotes by old philosophers or psychologists, and they're talking about it related to things in the world. And I think I occasionally will do this, and I have an interest in the psychology part, but it might be better served to like split it up into a different channel. I don't know what you guys think about that. But short form content where it's only like a minute to 3 minutes long better serves YouTube's algorithms and Instagram, because it's all short term or short form content anyways. High energy, no pauses, constantly talking, blah blah blah, like the way that everything is these days. It's so exhausting though. And then everything is like a rat race. You're just doing it to keep up, and it's like if you don't do it, then you get left behind. And yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm just doing it to do it, right? Making content just for content's sake is rather boring and very, very sort of like transactional. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't necessarily want to just serve advertising. That's very boring. I mean, we're all served advertising constantly out in the world, and we're bombarded with it constantly. Every other page, every other click, every other screen, everything has got ads on it. If it's like Netflix and Amazon and YouTube, and everything is advertising. It's incredible. I mean, that is where a lot of the revenue comes from, because with the sales and marketing and business, they they buy ad space, and then ad space rewards content creators. That's how that functions. But man, is it so kind of ridiculous. So I don't want to get caught into that advertising space. Essentially, that's what I'm saying. Can I put like this? Is this all right? I keep moving the camera around because I don't want these shots to be boring. Not a whole lot new. Again, like I was saying, there's not, in most of my world right now is changing over the next little while with Montreal and Expona coming up, the 2 shows for this year. Those are going to take up a lot of those next couple of months. And then beyond that, I have larger projects that are going to cost a bit of money. So right now I'm in the process of saving a bit of money and putting aside, some extra funds. I need to change my phone bill. I need to change my subscriptions. I need to reduce my food spending with this change of diet. All of that is going to help me put more towards my saving and getting rid of the debt over time. Also with a lot of the things that I have 4 audio systems that I've talked about. I don't need all 4 audio systems to enjoy myself. So some things are going to have to get sacrificed. I don't want to say it yet, and it's a little bit early, but I will have to go through some changes in order to make all the ends meet. But hopefully in the end, it will actually serve me with a better life, a better feeling, a better, more comfort, that kind of thing. If I can achieve more by making some sacrifices now, then that's worth it. So I hate the fact that they've made the internet into the largest advertising spot in the universe. Yes, exactly. And that's what I don't want to feed into, right? Like, I'm not here to sell stuff to people. Business works that way, but I don't want a platform based on that. I want a platform based on somewhere that people like to come and they're entertained and they find it interesting. And I actually got a comment today from a photographer in the city who's actually really, really cool, and I admire his work and political stance and the way he speaks for things that are truthful and a desire to do well in the world. Like, I admire all that. I didn't realize that he actually watches some of the audio stuff, which is really awesome because you don't always hear about it. And he spoke up and said that, it's like, hey, great channel. I like seeing a lot of the stuff. I'm not much into audio, but I learn a lot through the channel, and that means a whole lot to me. That kind of feedback is paramount in this hobby because any bit of feedback really, really helps. And I think those that are just like passive observers are really like not really scavengers in a bad way, but passive absorption is not really that meaningful, right? We're here as creators trying to elicit some sort of like response, really. We are in this space in order to teach or educate or inform, and it's nice to know that people appreciate it. So any kind of feedback is worth it. True Voice of Reason saying, I need to continue going through the new system. So far, I got a bum a speaker. What? Hold on. It's got a bum a speaker switch, but it does tune in FMs. Oh, okay. So the speaker selection, some of the toggles are not working correctly. And you're talking about the new Sony and those stuff that you just picked up the other day, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I need to switch my view. I won't make this a long video. Again, I'm just here to say happy Valentine's Day. Let me actually walk around a little bit and get this rolling. I am here to just say happy Valentine's Day to all those who are celebrating. I know a lot of people say that Valentine's Day is like, it's essentially just a Hallmark holiday. It's a holiday out there just to convince people to buy stuff and spend money on dinners and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, anytime that you have a chance to share joy, I would say do that. Don't wait for one time in the year, right? Like, you don't need to wait for that kind of thing. You can just do that with the people that you love and respect any time of the year. Just do it. Spend some time with them. Tell them you appreciate them. Get out there and do that in the world, and the world would be a better place. Like, unlike someone today that joked around about me jumping off a building. Yeah, I can't actually believe that that happened. Someone legitimately in a chat group had said something to me along the randomly. We weren't talking. He wasn't part of a conversation. He just kind of jumped in and made a joke about jumping and then not becoming sidewalk pizza. Unbelievably grotesque, rude, insulting, disrespectful, not even funny, just absolutely abhorrent. So I reported that. I left that chat group on Discord, which sucks because, some of the people that are there are friends of mine. But I mean, if that kind of thing is allowed in chat groups and audio groups or whatever in general, that's the kind of fucking people that we're dealing with. I'm not happy to be part of it. We need more respect and love in the world and people to set examples on how to treat each other. We really don't need people like that being obscene and abusive in language and just, getting away with it because they're online. They're not standing in front of somebody. And even if you were standing in front of somebody, that's no way to talk to people. Kind of ridiculous if you ask me. So hopefully that gets resolved. And from my side, I just want to share some love. I wanted to share appreciation. It is Valentine's Day, but for me, to my friends that are here and those that subscribe and support the channel, I just want to say thank you because you make this worth it. And my days that I don't have very many people to talk with and my friends are busy or I don't go out much because of medical issues, I come to YouTube to talk to my friends because I don't really have many other options. So that's a big reason why I'm here. And thank you. Say True Voice of Reason says, have you seen the dude who goes around telling people he has a bad day and asks for yes, I have seen him. Say if more people had empathy and compassion like those participants, it would be a better world. 100%. And the only way that we can do that is leading by example, which is something I strongly believe in, is leading by example. Being authentic, being real, speaking like a human being instead of like a paid advertising mouth box. Not afraid to speak the truth, not hiding anything that is real because of afraid of certain consequences. Like I said in response to this chat group that I talked about, is imagine being in the admin of a group and allowing people to be abusive in such ways, but then also in the real world saying that you're completely against the people that enabled Epstein to do whatever he did and the people that knew about it and didn't care, or knew something bad was happening but didn't say anything, and the people who are idle and just sit on their hands and don't stand up for justice. If you're going to allow people to just be shitty in the world and just not do anything about it, then one, you're kind of passive and a coward, and the world needs better people. And the only way to do that is to stand up and fight and do something about it. Say something. Be that person that we all needed. Like if you were defending a child against being bullied or punished or whatever it is, mistreated is the word, then we need that everywhere. Why make being online any different? So often I hear people saying, yeah, but people don't change. You can't change the world. You might as well just save your efforts. And that's why we still have a shitty world sometimes, because there's not enough people leading by example, standing up against things like that. It really boils me. So you're right. We completely do need more empathy, and we need more warriors in the world that actually stand up and say something to people who are being just disrespectful and ill-willed and mistreating people and acting as if there's no consequences. Totally need to bring back consequences. And the consequence of my being here too long is holding people to a video instead of going out and enjoying the world. So it's been about 20 minutes, and that's plenty long enough for me. I'm sure it is for you as well. For those that are interested and came here to the video, it's the KEF R11 Metas with SVS SB1000 Pro subs. They're sealed 12s. These are Buckeye audio amps, monoblocks, the 7040 models. They're Purify models. I've wrapped them in a carbon fiber. It's a vinyl wrap, and I've laid the decals on them just to make them look a little bit different. And then for the electronics, I've got the Eversolo DMP A8 streamer DAC plus the Michi P5 preamp, which sends XLR out to the monoblocks. And then I've got world's best cable in this room, and I've got RI cables in my other room. So that's enough for me. This new experiment with doing horizontal live streaming, which I didn't realize I could do. But now if I can and it works out, then I'll do this. And if people don't like it one way or the other, then I'll just change it back. The chat disappears, but it does pop up when somebody says something new, so that's okay. Anyways, that's enough for me. I will see you in the next video, possibly tomorrow. I have a long weekend, so I have Monday off as well. So I'm going to be here listening to some stuff, editing my other video. I might do clips. If it warms up a lot over Sunday, I might go out for a walk. I haven't done one of those videos in a while. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Happy Valentine's Day to those who care. And I'll see you in the next video. Cool? All right. Take care of yourselves. My 1 minute of music is going to be a little bit different today. I'm going to try to set the camera here. Always something different around here. Let's do it this way. Better sound clip. All right. Yes, sir. Comment here. Hey, dude, have an excellent evening. Remember, there are those who really care about you. We are called friends, yes. And I appreciate that. It's kind of like a potato-shaped heart, but you know what I'm trying to do. All right. See everybody. Bye-bye.